everyone. I actually made it on at 3 o'clock. Actually, Instagram is going to cooperate today, I guess. All right. So I told you all to try to join if you could, because I was going to have a big announcement. So I'm going to give it just a couple minutes. I'm going to see if a couple people join, because I don't want to spill the beans and then have to repeat it later. Yeah, so I'll just give it a couple minutes. Actually, while we're waiting, I can start off with a couple of things that I've been working on. I won't have any product updates this time. There are still masks available and they're on my Etsy shop. I believe some have been moved to the clearance area, and stitch markers and progress keepers, there's a lot of those that have been moved to the clearance area. So yeah, I'll give it just a couple more minutes. But what I've been working on, I have been working on a knit along that it's at Hacer Santa Fe shop in, I'm gonna say Arizona, but I'm probably gonna be wrong. But Hacer, Hacer Santa Fe at Hacer Santa Fe is doing a knit along for it's Tressa. I'm gonna say it wrong. I know I'm going to, so I'm so sorry. Wiednar, I think. And her design name that she goes by, I'll show you there we go. Because this is the name, and I am not sure how to pronounce it, so I don't want to pronounce it wrong. But the Blue Water Cow, they are Blue Water Wrap, sorry. They are doing a knit along. It's a gorgeous wrap. I don't know if you can really see all the texture in that picture, but it's a gorgeous wrap. And as soon as I saw it, I had to go stash diving, see if I had anything I could use. And luckily, I had 9 balls of this. It's a very light lavender purple with kind of a bluish tint to it. The brand is just called Just Yarn, and it's a 100% merino DK weight. So I have plenty of that yarn, and so I was very excited about that, so that I could join the cow. I have I think I do have 2 full repeats of the pattern done now, and as you can see, the texture is just, and the yarn is very bouncy. It shows off the stitch texture really, really well. So I am very happy with that. I'll be doing, there's 2 versions where you can do 5 repeats or 6 repeats of the pattern. And I'm gonna go for 5, and if I have enough, I'll go ahead and do 6. So I am really loving that knit. It is a pattern that's available on Ravelry. If you search for Blue Water Wrap, it should come right up. The other thing that I'm working on, I got cast on and got a little bit of progress. This is my first time using 9-inch circulars, and I am finding them to be, at the beginning especially, very fiddly. I was so tempted just to use my DPNs because I really am comfortable with my DPNs. But I decided it was time. I had bought the set of the Chagoo, how do you say that? The mini set, and I bought the red set, which is the smaller, little teeny tiny needles. So I'm using the US 1 2.25s, and once I get going, I'm about 15 rows in now, and it's not as fiddly. It's definitely getting better. I think by the time I have this pair of socks done, I will be happy with using them. So the yarn that I'm using is this gorgeous, it's blues, it's yellows, it's greens, it's got black in there. It's a gorgeous yarn. And this is from the March Yarnable box from Hypnotic Yarns. So I didn't have any socks on my needles and haven't had for a while. So it was time to cast on, and that is what these are going to be. So far it's working out pretty good. I'm liking the way that it's kind of striping, kind of pooling. I like the way the black is like striping almost in it. And is that one. It's really nice, and it's a nice squishy bouncy yarn too, so it's going to be really cozy socks. Okay, so that's what I've been up to. I've been up to some mending and alteration projects too. Right now I have my last project. I'm finishing that up either today or tomorrow, and then I have an appointment next Monday for a potential another order. And that's a good segue into my announcement. So my announcement is that I'm going to be closing the brick and mortar store. That hasn't been an easy decision. And it's a little bit upsetting. I was really hoping that I could make it work, but I think that at this time, the items that I'm offering and the things that I have available right now just are not selling enough to meet the expenses. So even though it's an ideal little spot for what I'm doing, I love it. I have all the space I need to spread out and be able to do my sewing, and it's ideal for what I'm doing right now. But the intention in coming into this bigger space was to do classes, and right now classes just aren't working. I like to do one-on-one classes and have definitely been open to that, but that isn't something that has been taken advantage of. And like I say, I haven't had the sales to meet the expenses. So for a business decision, it's just what I have to do. I plan to continue to do the mending and the alterations, but I have a building on our property that we're going to work on getting set up so that I can do the mending and the alterations and all my crafty projects in that building and do it from home. I am also talking to local businesses here in Belfast to see if I can set up something for a pickup drop-off service type of thing for mending and alterations. And I'm gonna try to keep a presence here in Belfast. I really like the town. I like the people. The customers I've had have just been amazing. And I would like to keep it going if there is a way to do so. So that's the big announcement. I probably will have the shop physically open until April 1st. From April 1st, my lease actually ends May 1st. So from April 1st to May 1st, it's going to be kind of a touch and go whether I'll be open or not. If someone, the space is advertised and available. If someone wants to come in, I will be out in a day or two. But for now, I plan to be here until April 1st with the store open. And if you ever need to check and see if I'm open, you can always give me a call. The store phone is 218-1452. Yeah, and I guess other than that, I do plan to still do the weekly shop updates. It'll just be my online shop. So I do intend to keep up my Etsy shop. I do intend to keep up my website. So there will still be things that I plan to add to the Etsy shop and add to the website. And you know, our world's an ever-changing thing. So I just am trying to go with the decision, make the best of it. I kind of feel like COVID won the battle, but it didn't win the war. I'll keep going, just in a different way. But yeah, I will definitely miss being here in this space. It's been it's just been ideal. And I wish it was a little different. I wish that this year, I'm sure everybody does, wish that this past year hadn't been what it had, but who knows? It may just be one of those things that regardless, even in normal times, which I'm kind of thinking if I was doing the classes and if it was our normal times, things might be different, but who knows? So for now, that is the best decision for me to make as a business, because I cannot keep going in the hole every month. So stay tuned. I'll still plan on doing these weekly updates so that you know what's going on. And like I say, I have some conversations going, so there may be some more even wonderful news. About change is always a good thing for the most part. Everything is a learning experience, and I've learned a lot. Business is not easy. Starting a business, period, is not easy. But this past year has definitely not been easy. So, lot learned, lot of experience to rely on now going forward. There's great people in the community that have reached out, and like I say, I'm in conversations, and we'll see what happens. I will definitely keep you posted. But yeah, so if you have any questions about it, you feel free to reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions, but it's pretty straightforward. The store will likely be closed physically as of April 1st, but each of my weekly updates, I'll keep you posted. If no one has leased the space in April, then I will likely be here until May 1st. But May 1st then will be that. The physical door will be closed then as of May 1st. So I want to thank everyone, all the customers that have come in, anyone who's recommended me. Please keep recommending me. I'm leaving this space, but I'm not going anywhere as far as what I'm doing. I'm just bringing it back and home basing for now to make sure that I can meet expenses and everything. So thank you very much for joining me. If you want to follow me, on Instagram, I'm jules.makes for the store, the shop, the business. And I also have a personal Instagram if you're interested, and I'm Larrabee Julie there. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's also Jules Makes. And Ravelry, I also am on Ravelry as Jules Larrabee. My sister and I also do a podcast on YouTube. You can find us there as Nutty Nitty Sisters. I do, after the live, I do go ahead and upload it to YouTube, so you can catch it there as well. And I will upload it to Facebook as well. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everyone I've met in being here, and everyone I'm going to meet with, whatever it is going forward. So thank you so much, and have a great rest of your week. Bye.